Hey guys, my name is Peace. I'm the lead lab tech here at Avant Media Institute, and I was a part of building this Atmos studio. So here in our Atmos studio, we have our folk out speakers, and it's our 7.1 surround. So you're basically getting that immersive experience from the left, the right, up above you, from below with our sub. We also have the SSL Pure Quad Drive. We have the HDX Matrix, so we have a lot of fancy equipment in here to just really make this room sound amazing. And the preparation process, starting off with this room in general, so this room was just a regular studio, more of like a production studio to begin with. So we had to start taking things out, starting from the computer, the double desk, all the foam that was on the wall. The whole entire wall had to be transformed into another wall. So we basically built a box in a box. And then that's kind of where me and Maestro came in, and then started off with soldering, building XLR cables, and then moving on to the acoustics, building this Argosy desk right here. So it literally took step by step by step, but we ultimately finished soldering. It's always something that I wanted to learn, starting off when I was even coming here at Avant as a student, and really just getting that opportunity for Maestro to teach me from scratch. And I ended up picking it up. I learned how to do a lot of different things, testing different cables. That's a skill that I'm gonna have my entire life, so I'm grateful for that. The first song we tested was Money by Pink Floyd, because we knew that that song did have Dolby Atmos capabilities, and we knew that we were going to hear it from a lot of the different speakers to really get that full experience. So that's the song we tested, and it sounded amazing. Man, this is a critical addition, honestly. You don't really find a lot of Atmos studios. As big as Houston is, there is like a select few of Atmos studios in Houston. So for them to come to the school and then be able to see a studio like this, man, like, in order to mix in Atmos, in order to just get that full immersive experience, it's more than words can even say, so a lot. I think I want them to learn that your mixing can be more than you think. Like, your mixing can be more creative. You can invite people in different ways. Your creativity can go like out of bounds in different areas that you wouldn't expect. Not everything has to be so linear. Not everything has to be just like what everybody does. They have more options to be creative. Never quit. I mean, there were some days that were definitely more tiring, to where we spent time here from like coming up here in the morning and then really not leaving till late at night. But I think at the end of the day, we knew that it was gonna be worth it. So definitely signal flow. A lot of them, they're still getting used to operating the room and trying to get sound in the speakers. So that's definitely what I've been helping out with, and really just answering their questions, because they have a lot of questions on what they can and what they can't do in Atmos, or just within like the mixes that they have, the sessions that they have, just the capabilities that they can do in here. So signal flow. I don't know, I guess the soldering story, because when I learned soldering, it was like this room it basically didn't have no carpet. Everywhere was so dirty. We're on the floor. I had to get some of like paper that you lay on the floor so I wouldn't get like my pants dirty. So I was laying on the floor, and then Maestro was also laying there, and he was literally teaching me how to solder from like in the worst uncomfortable positions. But like, that's just how I learned. And that kind of just helped me remember like where it started from.
Hi, my name is Maestro. I'm the 201 instructor here at Avant Media Institute. So here in the Atmos room, everything is normal, meaning you don't have to patch anything in, at least not yet. But we have 6 inputs. We also have headphone mixes in our booth. We can create up to 8 different headphone mixes. This will be good for things like post-production work. This can be in any format, whether it's the Atmos, surround sound, or stereo. We can also do things in one format and have what you call fold downs, which means how you would hear it in Atmos first, but then how would that sound in headphones? Now, to get a little bit, technical about Atmos in this room is 7.1.4. simply just means that you're gonna have 7 speakers that are actually surrounding at ear level. You're gonna have the point 1 is your sub, and then point 4 will be the satellites that are above head pointing down. So it can create this sphere of sound that we work with in immersive audio. It is treated very well. We made sure we did the specs on it to their specification on what they're asking for. Measurement. I feel like as a creative, we don't want to think about math and numbers like that, unless it's a meter that we're supposed to be reading, right? When it came to making sure that things were in the right place, the placement of treatment especially, and the placement of the speakers, you're dealing with 12 speakers total that you have to make sure are placed in the right spot, pointed towards the center of the room at the sweet spot, as we call it, which is where the engineer sits. And then making sure that the treatment that we put around the room is put in a position that makes sense logically to the acoustics of the room. Measurement was a big learning curve. Well, first of all, they get the immersive experience. The rest of our studios here are stereo studios. They do have their niches, but when it comes to a studio like Atmos, you really want to start getting used to the immersive experience, because that's something that we know the world of technology right now, that's where we're going. Not that everything is going to stop being in stereo, but Atmos and the audio of Atmos and the technology world has finally, I think, met up at a good time where this is going to be bigger than what it is even now. Next is the fact that you can have all of those engineering experiences in one room, right? You can go from Atmos, fold it down to see how that sounds binaural, meaning in stereo and headphones, right? That's where your spatial audio and Apple Music and things like that come into play. I think it's really big. Cool thing is there's no certification to be an Atmos engineer, right? Be a certified audio engineer. I never felt like giving up or quitting throughout the build. I've already had a background in doing this just on my own. When it came to doing it for Avant, that definitely excited me, because I was one of the people that said, hey, I think we need to go ahead and, get with the beginning of this Atmos curve, you know what I mean? That alone kept me motivated. And I believe the same for Peace as well. Not to say that we didn't have frustrating moments, but as far as the spirit of wanting to quit, never had the spirit of wanting to quit. My major takeaway from this was just the experience of managing the project and getting it done, getting it done. It's easy for creatives to start projects, to start things. Finishers, a lot of times we struggle with, because of being perfectionist or, just lose the loss of muse, right? You don't have that inspiration anymore or anything. But this room, to know what it was going to do for Avant specifically, as a vocational college, as a technical college, like I said, part of what motivated us to keep going. So knowing that we're one of the only schools in Houston, there's not too many schools that actually have Atmos. Knowing that when it comes to even the state of Texas, that we're in that top percentage as well of actually possessing an Atmos studio for our students to learn from, it's a huge feat to me. I think we came together, made the right decisions, and planned it out, implemented it, and made it happen. Yeah, I'm just excited to see where we go from here.
Fulfilling. It feels fulfilling, like all of our hard work was not in vain. All the days that we was putting into work and all the time that it took, it just feels like it was all worth it. Yeah, no,
I completely agree. Like, it's definitely fulfilling to see it come to fruition, because it was a lot. It was a lot of work, especially when it came to actually hooking everything up and making sure you could hear sound from it in the right way. We couldn't wait until the students actually experienced that. I think another funny moment might have been, just our interaction in the room, you know what I'm saying? Like, making it fun, you know what I'm saying? Just because our personalities, the way we act together, just kind of brought it to life to where it wasn't just a boring day. We knew we had to get stuff done, But we would put on some music on YouTube or something and just kind of be, singing along with your funny voices and stuff every now and then, just to make each other laugh or something, But we got called away so much too.
That it would be like mid-solder. And then
that was funny for us.
We need you. Okay, I'm mid-solder.
What do I do?
Gotta put this down and just our banter definitely just made it fun in general. So
yeah, that's it. That's it. I agree. I believe we were just excited to get it done and let everybody see it. It was always, I guess, because it was always that goal to share it with everybody else anyway. We really couldn't wait to be done with it and let everybody see what we had done.
I was telling Maestro too, kind of just wow, look at this room, it's done. But now we have to let other people hear and experience it the same way that we kind of experienced it before them. So it was good.